So with 2024 just around the corner, you guys know that we're about to get bombarded with a crap ton of new releases. And so we're moving on with Moderator Month. Again, if you guys are just joining my channel, I'm letting my moderators choose all of my video topics for December. We started out with Mo. He did 7 videos from last week if you want to check those out. And now we're moving on to Newt. And so with 2024 right around the corner, he figured, why not do a new release prediction video? So I'm going to be going through a bunch of different brands and what I think is going to be coming from them in 2024, all the new releases, and talking about 3 that we already know are coming. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's get it. What's good, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for yet another moderator topic video. So if you haven't checked out the last 7 videos over the last week, go check them out. Give a shout out to Mo for picking all the topics for that week. And now we're moving on to Newt. So with 2024 right around the corner, he said, why not just do a 2024 predictions video? So that's what we're going to be doing today. Before we get into it, if you're not already, make sure to subscribe. Everybody else, show your boy some love. Hit that like button. Comment below. Let me know some of your new release predictions. Usually it's going to be, like this whole video is going to be basically like a what if, and things that I might like or I think might come. With that said, also if you want my videos sooner, hit the notification bell. So again, shout out to Newt for this idea and for the next 6 videos. I'll probably mention his name a bunch. But with that said, we're just going to get straight into it. We also have 3 new releases that we know are coming. And so we're already halfway through December, so I doubt they'll be fully released by the end of December. So I'm going to guess they're going into January. And for the years 2022 and 2023, since I've been a reviewer, the largest release amount came between January and April. This year we had 28 and last year we had 25, all within the months of January and April. So we can expect probably the same this year. So with that said, we already have 3. And those 3 fragrances, one of them has not been fully confirmed. They had the bottle, they had the perfumer, but it could have just been a mock-up. I honestly don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But it is BVLGARI's Man in Black Parfum. The original Man in Black, I should have just brought the bottle out as a prop, but it's that powdery vanilla with the black pepper, similar to Spice Bomb Extreme, but doing its own thing. It's already pretty strong. It's an above average projector. It lasts 8 hours. So with a Parfum, I'm wondering if they're going to change up the DNA a bit, which would be very interesting. But there was a picture of Alberto Marias, one of the best perfumers of all time. You guys know that. And he had the bottle of Man in Black Parfum sitting on his desk. So he would be the perfumer of it, just like the original. So let's see. That would be very interesting. There's no note breakdown or anything at this point in time, but I'm going to guess it's going to have to do with pepper, vanilla, maybe some iris. We'll see. I'm really excited about that, especially if it's released in January. That would be the perfect time with the coolest weather coming upon us. Then the second one. The second one was Stronger With You Tobacco by Emporio Armani. I know there's already decants being released to specific people in Europe. So it could foreseeably be fully released in Europe because it is going to be a European exclusive. But for us in the United States, which is like 80% of my subscribers, I'm going to say that it's probably not going to be fully released until January. But I hope that it's earlier than that, but with that said, that's on the horizon. I've already heard some things about it, that it is kind of like a grown-up version of the Stronger With You DNA, with that DNA still front and center, but then actually a little bit more suit and tie grown up. But I don't know. I'll let you know my opinions once I get it. And then I also have a prediction for that. I think that just like last year when they came out with 2, they came out with Stronger With You Amber, and then they announced Stronger With You Tobacco. I have a feeling they're going to do Stronger With You Tobacco earlier in the year, and then there's going to be something later in the year. What that's going to be is probably going to be another limited edition release. I sure hope not. I hope it's like a full release. But I have a feeling that they're going to do 2 Emporio Armani Stronger With Yous next year. And then the third release that's already announced is Jean Paul Gaultier's Scandal ABSOLU. There could be two reasons why they called it Absolu. One, they're saving room to release an elixir in the following year, or they didn't want to ride off the elixir tag and do that again. But my guess is because they've already done an elixir with the Ultramall, or with the Le Mans, that they're probably going to be doing the Absolu from Scandal this year and then the elixir after. They're always trying to stretch it out. So my guess is that that's what it is. There is no notes for it yet. It looks really beautiful. I'll put any pictures obviously up here. But Scandal Absolu, the original was okay. The Le Parfum, Scandal Le Parfum is where it's at. It is kind of like that ambery, tonka. That fragrance is kind of like a mix between what you get with Invictus Victory Elixir, Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mans Elixir. It kind of mashed them all up and put like almost like a little bit of a caramely vibe on it. Very, very good fragrance. Very sexy, alluring, cool weather fragrance. So I'm interested to see what they do with that. So now going in, I wrote a bunch of notes. That's why I keep looking down, because obviously there's going to be a lot of releases coming. So sticking with Jean-Paul Gaultier, they did Le Beau, then Le Beau Le Parfum. I have a feeling it's either going to be Le Beau Absolu, again trying to stick there and then get an elixir the year after, or we're going to get Le Beau Elixir. We're probably going to get another Le Beau this year. My guess, because Le Beau Le Parfum did so well last year that I can't see them not doing that. They did a Scandal 3 years in a row, and now they're doing that. I'm guessing they're going to have a Le Beau Elixir or a Le Beau Absolu later in the year, probably closer to summer though. Now, two lines. These ones, if they don't come out with it, it's going to be a complete failure. Chanel. So we've already heard that Chanel was supposed to come out with a new line, or something new-ish. It wasn't supposed to be Bleu de Chanel Elixir, and they said it wasn't in the Cashy line, or in the Allure Homme line. So if Chanel doesn't come out with a new line, it's going to be a complete failure, because it's been like 13 years since they came out with anything really. But yeah. Since they didn't come out with the one in fall, there has been rumblings that there was a new release coming. So hopefully we get a new Chanel. I already did a video, if you want to check it out, like last Monday or the Monday before that, where I did my dream release from Chanel, and it's called Rouge de Chanel, or Chanel Rouge, which is just the opposite of the blue line, or Bleu de Chanel. It would be red Chanel, and it would be more of a fall and winter style fragrance, a little bit warmer, ambery. But yeah, really hoping for that. And then Dior hired Francis Kirkjohn. And so I'm pretty sure they didn't hire Francis Kirkjohn to release a line of baby fragrances, which is the only thing that I saw so far. And so I have a feeling we're going to get a men's and a women's fragrance, both with the Dior Francis Kirkjohn name on it. And I think it's going to be a new line as well. I don't see Francis Kirkjohn working on the Dior Homme line or the Dior Sauvage line, because I have a feeling those ones are done for now. They might come out with the new variations like Dior Homme 2025 or something, as like a stereotypical Dior Homme. But I have a feeling that's going to be a new Dior Homme line. It's either going to be later next year, my guess, or the 2025 early. That's my guess, though. I have a feeling we're going to get Coach Open Road Eau de Parfum. Coach Open Road was a really nice release. It had poor performance, but with that said, I have a feeling that was a really good smelling one. It did really well, so I have a feeling we're going to get an Eau de Parfum. I was shocked we didn't get one last year, but we did get Coach Green, so maybe they were holding off for this year. If they release it, the last two coaches that were released were in August, so I'm going to guess that's going to be closer to August. And I wouldn't be surprised if they also mix that with another coach for men, but I doubt it. With that said, the next one, YSL Myself Flanker. We got YSL Myself last year. I don't see them doing another Y, unless they do like Y Elixir, which would be a fantastic release for me. I know that's probably too much for people, but YSL Y Le Parfum was amazing. YSL Y EDP Intense was still very good. It's just, to me, it's the worst one on the line, even though it smells great. But I think that YSL, if they don't come out with two fragrances, it would just be the one, even though they usually do two releases a year. I could see them doing YSL Myself Eau de Parfum, and then, or what is it? I don't know if the original Myself is an eau de parfum. If it is, then it would be Parfum. And then either a LNDL or a Lone Flanker or a YSL Elixir. I'm really hoping that it's the Y Elixir, but YSL Myself does deserve a flanker, even though I can't really tell if it's a new line yet, because it kind of looks and smells very similar to other fragrances in the YSL line. With that said, Aqua de Jo. I mean, Armani's going to have to come out with something in their Aqua de Jo or Code lines. So what's the next one up? Let's see. Code Parfum came out, so I could see another Code, but I doubt it. I think they're going to continue with the Aqua de Jo's and either do some kind, because they just discontinued Aqua de Jo Absolu. Unfortunately, it's my favorite Aqua de Jo. But I have a feeling they're going to do Aqua de Jo Elixir, because Armani is a fan of just sticking to trends, and right now, what's the trend? Elixir. So, yeah, I don't see them not doing that. We're obviously going to get your Eternity and CK summer releases. Boring, whatever. Valentino Born in Roma is very interesting, or Valentino in general, because I'm pretty sure they're done with the UOMO line. The Born in Roma line, they came out with the Intense and the Rock Stud Noir last year, so I don't see them, now they have 5 fragrances in that line, I don't see them doing a 6th, and if it was the 6th, I don't know what the heck it would be. But if there was a Valentino fragrance coming out, it's either going to be in that line, or I would love to see them do another line. I could totally see that. This could be the year of the new lines, or it's going to be the year of the continuous elixirs. Because I could see, again, Valentino Born in Roma elixir. I could totally see that. Valentino is basic. I mean, really smells good, but they lead with the trends. With that said, Explorer Green. I was expecting it to come out last year. We have the blue, we have the original Explorer, and then now we have Platinum. I could see Explorer Green. I think that would be really freaking good. And I'm coming out and saying it now. I think we're going to get... We had a huge flop on the Azzaro Wanted last year. I have a feeling we're going to get the best Azzaro Wanted this year. Even though I don't think they need any more in that line, and I think that they should have the Most Wanted by Night. That would be the best fragrance. They would mix the Most Wanted and Wanted by Night together. And they just discontinued Wanted by Night, so now they have to replace that with something. I could see it being like Most Wanted by Night or Wanted by Night Parfum. I think we're going to get the best Wanted fragrance this year. Speaking of Wanted, kind of like a sister company to me is Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb. And I'm praying we get a blue or fresh fragrance from the Spice Bomb line. It's either that or we're getting Extreme Parfum, because if you think about it, we have Infrared and Infrared Eau de Parfum. We have Night Vision and Night Vision Eau de Parfum. We have Extreme, which is already an Eau de Parfum, so I could see that being Extreme Parfum. Even though Extreme is the worst selling one in the line and Infrared is the best selling one in the line, I would still think that they're either going to ride on that coattails or they're going to ride off the Infrared coattails and do like a Parfum. I don't see that happening because they're very similar. But if I could see them doing anything, it would either, again, be a new line or something fresh, or the Extreme Parfum. I'm really hoping that it's something fresh. A blue fragrance is preferred, like Spice Bomb Sapphire. Thank you, Hamzat. Anyway, Polo came out with their Polo Blue Parfum last year, their Polo Red Parfum. So what are we missing? Polo Green Parfum. So Polo Green Parfum. Also, I would like Polo Double Black Parfum. That would be nice because Double Black smells great, but it doesn't last for shit. So I would love to have that. That would be a really good one. But Polo Green Parfum, I mean, it's almost like you have to do that, right? Because you did the other two last year. With that said, the last 2 years, I mean, we're definitely getting another 1 million in Invictus. I mean, we got 2 1 millions last year, so we're getting another 1 million, and we're getting another Invictus. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like Invictus Aqua Elixir or Invictus Platinum Elixir or something like that, because they took the Victory and made that an elixir, like a flanker off of a flanker. So I have a feeling they're going to do that again next year. That's my guess. That's Paco Rabanne for you, though. But they are Rabanne now, so you never know. We're going to get Chrome Elixir. Chrome has done everything else. They come out with a fragrance every year. They did the Eau de Parfum. They did the Parfum. It's Azzaro. They're coming out with Elixir. I could also see Most Wanted Elixir coming out because they did Most Wanted Parfum, and Most Wanted Elixir. But I still think that Wanted by Night, now that it's discontinued, I think that's going to be a Parfum, by the way. Anyway, clones are going to flop. That's one of my things. I think that this year, people are going to be so deadheaded on clones that it's just going to be a straight up flop for clones. I think that the clone industry is going to finally start to die down a bit, or it's just going to go through the roof. It's one or the other. I kind of hope it's the first one, because I'm kind of getting sick of clones, to be honest with you. I have a whole video coming out about the people in FragCom, different types of people in FragCom, the worst types of people in FragCom. So definitely look out for that. It's another one of Newt's lists. Trying to get me punched in the face. But anyway, then we're going to get the best Luna Rosa yet. Last year, the Parfum came out of the Eau de Parfum of the Luna Rosa Ocean. I have a feeling we're going to get the best Luna Rosa yet. I think there will be another Luna Rosa, and it could be like Luna Rosa Black Parfum or something like that, but I have a feeling we're going to get the best Luna Rosa from Prada that's ever come out. I think that Versace is still going to sit there and do nothing. That's just Versace for you. Versace and Chanel, but Chanel's been rumbling. Versace's been super quiet. So we're obviously going to also get your Boss Bottled Flanker. And my opinion, this is going to be the best Boss Bottled Flanker to come out ever. It's going to, I think they're finally going to understand people love the original DNA. And so they're going to go back to that intense Eau de Parfum, but they're going to make it a Parfum. I think that it's going to be Boss Bottled No. 6 Parfum. That's my guess. That's what I'm hoping. And I think it's going to be the best. And then they're going to have their limited edition one out there. I hope it's not that one, but we'll see. They always do two. And then we'll obviously have a Lacoste Blanc Flanker. Last 2 years, they were my favorite freshies, so we'll see how that goes. And my guess is we're going to get two more Guerlains, like another Lone Mediol and another Abbey Rouge. So that's all the notes I have here. But can't really think of anything else that would be coming out right now. Dolce & Gabbana is going to have their light blue flanker. Who knows what that's going to be like. They're like going all over the place with that. I would love to see the One Parfum from Dolce & Gabbana, a modernized version of the Ginger and Tobacco Amber line, the One Eau de Parfum. I would love to have it Parfum actually last longer and answer everybody's questions that they've had for the last 10 years. But yeah, let me know some of your predictions for this year. I hope this video was enjoyable to you. And again, I'll be back with another one on Newt's list tomorrow. So thank you guys so much. Peace out.